So we got up pre-sunrise this morning. Well, it's already still pre-sunrise, to go for a little bit of walk. And I'm not sure I want to show you guys what I'm looking at because I'm not sure you guys can handle it. Back there, the Cuernos, that way Paine Grande, and this morning is just perfect. I've never been here when there was no wind, no rain, and light like this. There's already light catching the Cuernos. I've already got a composition of the Cuernos in the pre-sunrise glow. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait for some alpenglow and hope this continues. Carlos is in full sniper photography position.
Just relax, take a deep breath.
I'm framing up a second shot while waiting for the Cuernos to totally light up this morning because Paine Grande is looking beautiful, but it's a really, really tough composition from here just because it's just wide open. But I kind of want to try something anyway, so I've got a bunch of rocks in the foreground here, and I've just got the tripod really low. I've got a 4-stop medium grad ND on because it's so bright in the sky, and I guess that's ISO 400 because it's still really early, maybe even ISO 200, F11, 30 seconds, and let's fire that off. Carlitos, how's it going?
Great. I'm just here to steal your comp.
We've been set up, and I've been set up on this same composition for the past, well, way too long, and it's starting to catch some alpenglow right on the top of one of the Cuernos. But Paine Grande back that way is just absolutely lit. So if we come back to this location, I think I'm gonna have to try to find a composition for Paine Grande because it looks amazing. Look back this way too, the opposite direction. Everything's lit up in pink. This is unreal. I talked to Elia Lacardi a couple days ago, and he said that they were here for 4 days and they didn't get light at all. They were under cloud the whole time. So this is pretty special. The big part of the Cuernos is getting a bit of light now, so I'm gonna get my shot. So when I talk about travel photography hacks, I always talk about shower caps. And everybody thinks it's just to protect the gear. No, it's a fashion statement as well. A very serious fashion statement. My group,
how you doing,
is now required to wear. We split the group into two sides. One's over at Salto Grande, one's here. You were only allowed to hang out with us if you put your shower cap on your head.
Am I kicked out?
Yeah, Mitch is gone. Get out of here!
Oh, God.
So we're just gonna go on a quick location scout, walk around around this Mirador, this lake, to try to find some compositions for if we come back. And I know you probably can't take me seriously with this hat on, but try. But this morning we really had just beautiful light on Paine Grande there. So we're kind of gonna work on maybe finding a composition for Paine Grande. Everybody kind of focused on the Cuernos for good reason, but the way the light was on Paine Grande, try to find a composition for that too. So I'm a fan of this. We came looking for Paine Grande, and there is this old tree that might kind of work, but I'm a fan of this. There was a fire that came through here like about 8 years ago or so, and it burned this all out, and all these dead trees in the foreground just make an awesome layer to the Cuernos. So yeah, this, I have to come back and shoot this. A little bit of hashtag BVS history. That tree down there used to be all by itself. There's some new growth around it, but I took a picture of that 8.5 years ago, or 8 years ago, and that's the first photo I ever sold, was a shot of that tree with the background, a little bit of a slow exposure. Not crazy slow, but yeah, the first image I ever sold, right down there. BVS history, lesson over. Let's go, we're gonna go grab coffee, I think. and then maybe go on a little bit of a hike. I gotta be honest, I'm so sick of these guys. But we still got 2 days left and we're gonna make the most of it. So we're gonna go hike to a place that may or may not exist. On the maps there's a place called Mirador Grey. Grey Glacier is that way. You can hike it as a part of the W Trek, and we think we can get there this way as well. Not to the glacier itself, but to this viewpoint at the front of the lake. So we can go for a bit of a walk. There's very little I like more than suspension bridges. And maybe the only thing I like more is filming Thomas Heaton crossing a suspension bridge.
We got people.
We got people, well wait, they're the slowest people in history. This is an 8-minute time lapse.
You promised me to tell if there's anything haunting you.
¡Qué valientes! Yo no voy a cruzar. Tengo miedo. He's sauntering across.
You leave without saying where you're going or where to.
And this is the story about how Thomas almost died crossing a suspension bridge.
Should I worry that you won't come back? Should I worry that you will?
So this is really, really cool here. I've never been here. I've been over there when you hike. The W, one of the camps is there on Glacier Grey. But here, I'm not sure if this is man-made. It definitely looks man-made, or at least they spread out some glacial moraine here. But yeah, it's cool because you basically walk right across this moraine, it almost feels like a graveyard of gravel. It's awesome. And then there's all these trees lined up in the middle. Really cool place.
My sense is telling me I shouldn't worry, you know the truth. Ooh, yeah. I can never take away our story now.
We made it to the end of the trail. And it's so windy, so I'm so sorry about the wind noise. We also lost Tom because there's a ton of amazing trees in here. It's just absolutely beautiful, so I don't really blame him because he got distracted by the beauty. I even took a tree shot that I kind of like, long lens up with the Cuernos in the background. And yeah, this is amazing. Big, huge icebergs. The sign here says that the lake Lago Grey is like 600 meters deep, so it's insane here. But the wind is definitely intense. And yeah, gonna enjoy the view for a little bit and then head back towards our sunset location. Everybody, this is serious. Dear Patagonian gods, Paine gods, the blue gods, please humbly bestow upon us the light of epicness and sexy light. So I just put in a prayer to some fake Patagonian gods I just invented, and hoping that means light. It's like one of those evenings, I'd say it's probably only a 10% chance we have light. Maybe 10%. It's not windy over here like it was at the glacier, but there is heavy cloud. But one of the things is you only need that sunlight to punch through for a minute or 2 minutes right on the horizon, and it can be epic. So we're gonna go back to the same location we were this morning, but I think I'm gonna shoot that tree composition we found at the end of the morning. So let's head that way.
You promised me to tell if there's anything haunting you. And you leave me unaware if I might have been hurting you. Ooh, should I worry that you won't come back?
So Carlos and I have come around to this side of the lake, kind of opposite the obvious shot that we shot this morning, because this morning I just loved all these trees from this fire. It's not a complicated shot, but I don't think the light's gonna be epic, so I figured I might as well shoot something a little bit different. So I'm just gonna set up and get the shot. I might even just like climb this little rock to get a bit more perspective on the trees. And yeah, simplicity coming up. Oh man, what a bad time to start filming. Oh man. Okay, is that done? Are you done now, wind? Are we good? The wind is just coming in waves. 1 minute it's actually really calm, the next minute it just gusts like crazy. And it's making filming this very difficult, so let me just wait until it calms down. This is the danger of being a photographer in Patagonia. It kind of lulls you into this false sense of safety and security with your gear, and you kind of are just set up. It seems all super calm. There's just a little breeze right now, and then every now and then the winds just gust. And you might remember last year Greg's tripod went flying, smashed up his lenses and stuff like that, and that was when things were pretty calm. It was calm a second ago, then the winds just smashed us. Anyways, I was about to say that I'm okay with this image. I like this image. Last year I kind of shot this same composition as this morning, although I think I nailed it down better this morning. But I think it's really important to try to find something new, and that's really what we're pushing our participants. And we're all kind of pushing home the idea of scouting and trying to find cool compositions for when we come back in the morning and maybe the light's better. And then once the light comes down, shoot one of the many compositions you hopefully have found. Anyways, I was gonna say about this image, I'm shooting a 10-stop ND because I really want these clouds moving, and we're still an hour until sunset. So I need the 10 stops to get down to 30 seconds, and yeah, it's actually coming out really cool considering there's still not a lot of light. And yeah, like I said, it's a bit simple, but I do like it. I do like that it's something a little bit different from this location. I'm filming this, I think it stopped. No, it might still be there. I'm gonna film this hiding behind this rock because the wind was so heavy that I couldn't stand up where I just was. It was so windy that it almost knocked me right off of my little perch. I felt like the Lion King on my perch. Just beautiful, it was great, but the wind's just beating me down. I gotta get down from that perch. Time to try a different composition. This wind is crazy, but still fun. I'm not getting light on the Cuernos or Paine Grande, but look at this. Back that way there's, I don't know, they're venticular clouds, I don't know what you call them, but there's just awesome ones that way. I've never seen so many in my life. You've also got incredible ones that way. You've also got just a ton of wind knocking me over. And I think I'm gonna call this episode because it's not gonna get better. There's rain on the way, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.